Welcome to two examples of violent change: the Mayweather and Sumo Fortunes. This time yesterday, we could just about dream of an Ura title parade. Now he's not only out of the race, but the tournament itself, having sprained his left ankle in the bout with Abi. His doctor's note calls for 3 weeks rest. He fully expects to be back for July. Speaking of which, this channel's July tickets are booked, hence my delayed arrival today after Division 6 had finished. In Division 5, Chiyotayo, of midweek semi-somersault fame, showed agility again. And narrowly and painfully improved his rank. Division 4 showcased the perils of ringside floor cushions. There was little of note in the bout itself, but then nasty. There are plenty of things to look at regarding ringside safety. Yet, all calls for even the slightest reform seem to hit deaf ears. Division 3 saw Expo twirler Sho Horyu attempt a cricket-style fast bowler run-up. Compete with Koto Ozutsu's renowned charge he did, well done, but a dreadful mid-game saw him hammered from the right and spin out with his foot, limiting his score to 4-3. The referee didn't notice, but the judges, again reviewing more than usual, did. At the top end of this league, did Hokuseiho feel a sense of déjà vu? You may recall how he'd been here before, last July, needing the win to go up to Division 2. On that occasion, against Ishizaki, he did win, but coronavirus in September and injury in November sent him straight back down after just one bout. Today, he could finally recoup what he lost, but Daisho Maru, struggling horribly in Division 2, saw this as a promotion-relegation playoff. The pressure was high. And caused Hokuseiho to nervously sidestep, inviting attack, but he then defended very, very well, hauling Maru's arms skywards, toying with the idea of overarm grip, but ultimately sinking his hips and plumping for a left clamp and press combined. Welcome back to salaried bliss, big man. I should have gone with the flow rather than force things at first, he said of his muddled start. But at least I won through. I've trained well and naturally received advice from Coach Magaki. Daisho Maru, it seems, must rely on others to lose if his pay's to be saved. In full-on Division 2, Tsurugisho's loss gave first Dai Amami with deft left-hand work, Then Nishikifuji, who ruthlessly targeted Tochimaru's left armpit, the chance to draw level. A playoff of some form tomorrow looks likely, and the Division 1 race will also be tight. The first joint leader up today was Takanosho, desperate to put yesterday behind him. And he couldn't believe his luck. A lame attempt at the outer leg trip took all balance out of Kiribayama's stance and asked for the thrust down. I put my reflections on yesterday's faults to good use and really thrust my legs forward, said Taka. I'd pictured shoving him back, then diving in with inside right for the force out, but the win is the main thing. He came forward, my body just reacted, and I'm really delighted with the result. They are immensely excited in Kashiwa right now, I can tell you. The Kokugikan crowd, though, were more with underdog Sadanomi in his quest to fell Daieisho. The rhythmical handclap was magical for the ear, but for Sadanomi, a big reminder of just how many people's joys were riding on his act. And I think Sada rushes it. He likes to tug on Thruster's arms and hit from the side, but his eagerness to attack betrays him. Instead of letting Daieisho slide past and creating an angle, Sada strikes at first chance. Too direct, legs aligned, and exposed to a nifty retreat. Those movements are consistent with my style, I'm afraid. It's just what happens, Sada shrugged. I needed to be hitting from lower down, really. There were no extra nerves, though. I'm always tense up there. I think I've done well to stay in the hunt until today, and hopefully I can win tomorrow and build on that in July. Except a win tomorrow could bring so much more. A title playoff, to be precise. For his opponent is Takanosho. The onus was then on Teruno Fuji to stay ahead of Sada and level with Takanosho. Only a Shodai miracle could likely stop him. And I didn't exactly hear hot chocolate playing. Slicing in with the left, then rotating rightwards is a curious tactic against lesser men, let alone a sumo colossus. There's no use worrying about the title, said the Yokozuna. I'm always focusing on the day's bout, doing what I need to do, and if all that comes together, I end up being champion. Teru's final test is against Mitake Umi in a wildly different atmosphere to last time. Mitake, as we'll never forget, beat him for the title on that glorious January Sunday. Yet he heads into tomorrow with 8 defeats already and his just one rank on the line in July. It promises to be an intriguing final day. So please join me to see if a Kashiwa Jr. can finally take the cup.